In the summer months, families are always looking for that quality time together, and the Taves family in Detroit Lakes, Minnesota gets plenty of it, and then some. It's this week's Inside Track, brought to you by My Place Hotels. Racing is definitely a family affair for the Taves family, and it's been that way from the very beginning.
This is how I met my wife at the racetrack, 30 years ago, and her family was raced forever. I raced against her brother, so yeah, it just kind of was natural, I guess.
My brother had retired a couple years ago, and so when the kids started go-karts, then my side of the family would come around, and we all just, felt like old times.
And then we seen these lightning sprints at the track a few times and thought it'd be a good class to get started in. And so now this is my 4th year racing lightning sprints.
So it wasn't a surprise when younger brother Matt wanted to give it a try.
I was watching her for 2 years, and then I tested and tuned her old car, and then I got my own car and then started. This is my 2nd year.
It definitely took me a lot longer to get used to the cars than it did for Matt, just because it was brand new to us. But it was always good just learning track to track, and each week got better.
It kind of amazed me at how young they were and how good they've gotten so quick. Matt was pitting for her for the first couple years and seeing how everything was going. Matt also started out with probably a lot better car than Kate did.
I know Matt is really into that stuff. He's the racer of the family.
I've raced other things in the past, I guess, so it was a lot faster. It was a hard transition, I guess.
Kate, now 17 years old, and Matt, only 12, may race cars that look similar, but their driving styles are not.
Kate's pretty mellow and kind of mellow out there on the track. Matt is not. If you go into the corner side by side with Kate, she'll probably give you the spot. Matt will not. Very few times are you going to beat Matt in the corner. He might not make it out of the corner.
Sometimes I get nervous, but like I said, I don't know if it helped that I grew up watching it or if that makes it worse.
Not only have the two become more skilled on the track, but they've also gained a lot of knowledge off it.
We try to always help our dad work on the cars, and I could change oil, and I guess I've broken so many front ends that I can do that by myself now.
I've learned so much that some of my friends don't know, changing oil, changing tires, and I've taken classes in school, like small engines, just because this has made me interested in all that mechanical stuff.
But when Kate is not gripping the steering wheel or flying down the front stretch, she's tumbling on the floor or balancing on the beam. She's a member of the Detroit Lakes girls gymnastics team that finished runner-up in the Minnesota Class A state meet this past season.
It's a really busy summer for me. Gymnastics 4 hours in the morning, and then when I'm done with that, get some lunch and go work on the cars a lot of days. It's gymnastics during the week and racing during the weekend for sure. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't like it, and it's giving me really great opportunities and experiences.
I feel like her personal secretary sometimes, trying to help her keep up with all of her activities in school, and she's very busy, yeah.
And then she just started working for me this year. She's one of our estimators, so she does that in between time too.
Both of her activities can test your will and also take a lot of discipline and toughness.
Just like the strength, and like both mentally and physically, you just have to have a lot of strength to do your routines and all these skills. But that's also correlated to racing. Without power steering, these tracks can get tiring, so gymnastics has helped me in that way.
And I see the hard work she puts into it. It's almost a full-time job, or at least a part-time job. Fun to watch her succeed at everything and try new things.
The hours can get long, traveling from track to track and keeping up on maintenance of the cars. But the family loves the quick pace and doesn't look to be slowing down anytime soon.
I know we are talking about getting into some bigger cars eventually, which would be a great opportunity. Even the 305 class, just get into a bigger sprint car.
It's going to be interesting to see what Kate does after she graduates next year. Matt, I think he's ready. All these professionals, they quit school at about 8th grade and go on the road, and I think he'd do that if he had to.
The dream was probably be a World of Outlaws.
Doesn't look like it's stopping. I know Matt is very passionate about it. So yeah, we'll see. I don't see an end.
Now, Matt and Kate aren't the only racers in the family right now. Their sibling Thomas is also active in go-karts regularly at the Red River Kart Club and has 5 wins in his young career as well. Might have 3 Taves out there battling on the same track soon.